Life through strength. Speaking to the mic. The mic. The mic. Coach Dennis R Sumlin.
Hey everybody, it's Dennis from Life Through Strength, and this is a Speaking to the Mic speech tip. And today we're talking about how to touch your audience. How do you touch your audience? That's right, reach out and grab them. Grab a handful while you're at it. How do you do that? How do you touch your audience? Well, there's several ways to do so, such as voice and the kinds of words you use. But there's a very effective way that takes something that could be mundane or abstract and really grab your audience with it, and that's stories. Telling personal stories, and I gotta tell you, I definitely had difficulties with stories, especially personal stories early on. But you gotta work through that, and I can help you. But stories are a way to make your audience remember what you said, because very often your audience doesn't remember every word you said, but they remembered how you make them feel. So if you use a story, make something that is maybe a little abstract, more relatable on an everyday level, they're going to remember what you say more. So for example, I am a career and life strategy coach, and I often talk a lot about self-confidence because I deal with clients the everyday ups and downs of being ourselves. So self-confidence is an often visited topic of mine. And I can give a speech on self-confidence, and it could sound a little like self-confidence is good, and the more self-confidence you have, the more successful you will be, and you'll recover quickly from setbacks, and your overall self-image will be improved. All that is very true. Very true. But to make that speech even stronger, to grab you even more, I can tell you a personal story about how I've dealt with self-confidence and how I overcame setbacks. I can tell you maybe a hypothetical story of a pretend situation, as long as I relate it to everyday, practical, understandable circumstances. So when you tell a story, you take the abstract and make it understandable. And so instead of talking over platitudes, self-confidence is the way to make it. No. How did I deal with self-confidence? Even in a dry, boring business meeting, you might be wondering how to spice that up. What if you're talking about the budget cuts you have to make in your company? You can go through the figures, and if that's what it requires, then go through your figures, go through your charts. But maybe you want to slip in an example of the consequences on cutting budgets in your company. What if you cut your budget and you can no longer give donations to the Children's Defense Fund? Maybe you'll put that in there to drive home the message of the pain of the budget cuts. So telling stories, taking numbers and statistics and abstract concepts and making them relatable is a surefire way to reach out and grab your audience, touch them, grab a handful of their heart, mind, and soul. If you are a beginning speaker or you want to improve your presentation skills, reach me at www.lifethroughstrength.com. Follow me on Twitter at Dennis R Sumlin. And find me on all the other social media as well. So remember, reach out, grab a handful.